Hello there, all my dear friends. So nice to meet you in this video. Our power thoughts, number 4. And today, I'll tell you a secret. Don't think. What's this? We are talking on our power thoughts. And you say, don't think. Yes. I was not confused. I meant what I said. Okay, I'm a little exaggerating. But I love to provoke, you know me. Sometimes we have to exaggerate that it become clear. When I say don't think, I mean it. I really mean it. And I train myself to sometimes not thinking. Okay, we have to find the balance. Thinking is wonderful. We are born to think. Reality wants us to think. We grow by thinking. But not only by thinking. And sometimes when we think too much, when we are overthinking, then we miss the best part. Did I find your curiosity? So let's dive a little deeper. As I said, life is always about finding the right balance. Not too few, not too much. To find the right balance often is not easy. But this is where the harmony is. The right of everything. This is what we like. So let's start from the beginning, from when you were a baby. From the moment where you not even were born. You was in the womb of your mother. And for sure, you were clueless. You couldn't see. Probably you could hear a little. Probably you had some feelings, but you don't even know. You can't even remember. The majority can't remember this state. You were there, just growing. Your mother was in good hope. Hope everything is fine. And you made your thing. You just grew bigger and bigger. Thinking was not needed. Your growth plan was already there. You had your guidance who let you grow. And this was your soul, your spirit, your Holy Ghost, your angel. You didn't grow because you were thinking on growing and I want to make a longer arm and more fingers. No, you have no clue. This nearly went automatically, but there's no automation. This was the plan of your soul. So this is your architect. And then you are born. You saw the world. You start crying because they forced you to cry. But this was good because you started breathing. And then you opened your eyes. You had no clue. You could not think. There was no input. You had no details. You couldn't speak. You couldn't read. You did not even know whether this is your mother or whether it's the nurse. What is a nurse? What is another? You had no clue at all. You did not even know whether this is the doctor or just the person who cleans the room. You had no clue. But you were still growing. Everything was fine. You had your guidance system. Your soul made everything for you. And you were just expanding. Longer arms, longer fingers, more weight in your body, longer arms and legs. Everything went automatically. You didn't plan to grow. You didn't plan to make longer fingers. No. You did not even have to think on this. What wonderful situation. You were just growing automatically. And this went through your whole lifetime. But then, when you opened your eyes and you heard some noises, you were thinking, what is this? What is the sound? What is this taste? I don't like this. I like this. What is this smell? Does this feel good? You couldn't think. You were mostly driven by your soul and then by your senses. You came into reality and you saw, okay, I can see, I can hear, I can touch this taste. This doesn't taste good. The chocolate tastes good. And you were driven then by your senses and by all this input from the outer world. You realize something small, something big. You created memories. You can remember that you saw this yesterday, the day before. And in this moment, your brain is collecting data. And then, slowly, you start thinking. And what happened from this moment on? The more you start thinking, the less you felt. And this went on our whole lifetime. This is interesting. We get curiosity. I understand this, but I don't understand the next step. So this will create even more curiosity. And then you start thinking, how could this be? We start to speculate. And we are observing by seeing, hearing. We are more and more driven by our senses. And this means our brain, our mind, our awareness is developing. And the more we think, the less we feel. And most adult people, they think so much. And they try to explain everything by thinking. And they feel so less. And on the other hand, they feel that they are not really in balance. And when they realize, I'm not happy, then they think, I have to think more. I have to get another degree. I have to go to the university. I have to become a doctor, a professor, and another doctor, and another. And I still have not enough knowledge. I need to learn more. People think all what comes into your life is a result of the thinking process. Thinking is necessary, but we shouldn't overthink. Imagine what I said at the beginning. When you started developing your body, it was your soul who created the plan and let you grow. And your soul knows the best. It created you. It knows your complete plan. It knows your health. And this is what I meant at the beginning. We should find the balance. Thinking is good. We can communicate, we learn the language, we learn the skills, we learn some things. And with all these things, life seems to be more comfortable. But we shouldn't exclude the input from our soul. And the best way, you can't talk to your soul. The best way to be in connection with your soul, you should listen to your soul. But when you are thinking, you are so occupied. And our world today, our reality, so much is going on. Everything is in motion. Everybody wants something from you. Your husband, your children, your colleagues, everybody. You have to close the door at least for a while. And then you can reflect, at least on your body. But even this reflection on your body should come to zero. Because as long as you think, you are not listening. Listening to what? To the messages of your soul. And most people, not everybody, but a lot of people, they can't listen to this whispering that comes from the soul. Our soul is our navigation system. It knows everything. And it knows the best for you, because our soul is not a physical body. Our soul is like a radio wave. It has no physical form, so it has no time. It was in the past, it is now, and it will be in the future. And when your soul knows all your future, why shouldn't you ask your soul, what is good for me? My soul, you know me better than my clueless thinking. Wouldn't this be beneficial to say to yourself, once in a while, I stop thinking? And this is not easy, because we have the habit to think and think and think, and we cannot even stop this. We can't stop this. We can slow down our thinking, and we can think slower, and then we can even stop the thinking. It's like when you listen to the radio. There's the hiss, but there seems to be a station. And then you're just listening. You're not thinking. You're just listening. Am I on the right frequency? And you listen and tune the knob and listen and tune the knob. You're just observing and listening. The same can be when you learn to listen to your soul. You say, okay, I stop thinking, because as long as I'm thinking, I'm occupied. When you're in the cinema and eating popcorn, you have no time to talk with your children, because you're occupied, you're watching the film, you're amazed, wow, this is blah, blah, blah. And then you're occupied. Your mind is full with all what's happening. In the case of cinema, it's on your senses, what you see, what you hear, good sound. And sometimes we don't even have to see or hear something. Even when you close your eyes and there's no sound, you can have a big film in your awareness. This is how your awareness, your conscious mind developed. It developed so much you can create your own film. We call this imagination. You can create something that you don't have in front of you, but you can even think, yes, I have this. I have this now. I see the form. I see the shape. Yes, it's in your imagination. But as long as you're thinking in your imagination, it seems there, but you are really occupied. This is a cinema film in your head. You don't even have to open your eyes. So even this cinema in our head, we have to stop this. Not always, but once in a while. But when you really want to listen to your navigation system, to this whispering that comes from your soul. And what comes from your soul? A lot of things. This might be pictures, this might be sound. Mostly it's a feeling. And we have to relearn to be open. And as long as we are occupied with reality, we are not receiving these whispering, quiet messages from your soul, your navigation system that knows when you are in a situation and you say, what should I do? What should I do? I have not the right knowledge. Probably you will never get the right knowledge. But why not saying to yourself, stop. I'll try to listen what my soul says to me. But when you really want to use this, you should really have a good contact. And when you are not aware that you have a good contact to your soul, then it needs what it always needs, practice. So once in a while, stop thinking. And then try to find these small callings from your soul. And be surprised how it appears. Everybody is different. Some people see it visual. Some people can hear something. Other people can feel something. But I'm talking on inspiration, not on the gut feeling. Because the gut feeling, I trust my gut. But the gut is full with habits. Don't trust your gut. It's full with habits, things you made in your whole life. I'm talking on inspiration. And to receive the message of the inspiration, we should be quiet, at least once in a while, not thinking, and build up a relationship to the soul that is always there. It lets your body run while you sleep. It even lets you awake the next morning. Because when you sleep, your brain is shut off. And when you don't awake the next morning, you can say, oh, I have to awake. No. When the soul says, you will sleep forever. A lot of people die during the sleep. Is it good? Is it bad? There is no good or bad. But the soul cares for your life, for your health, and therefore it's good to listen to the navigation of your soul. And this is what I meant at the beginning. Our power thoughts, they are so good and we need them and we should develop them. But once in a while, we should stop them. As I said at the thumbnail, don't think. And we have to find the balance. Because when you stop thinking and stop observing and just receiving the messages, the beneficial messages of your soul, then you find the right balance. Isn't this beautiful? Try it out. You already have your supercomputer inside. You don't have to rebuild it by thinking. It's already already there. It created you when you were just an egg. And then you grew, everything went perfectly. So you absolutely can trust your soul. And your soul says, oh my dear, I want to be so much in contact with you, but you are so busy. You're just thinking. And you think, you have to think more to find the solution. But the real joy always happens when you're in harmony with your soul. Enough said for today. Do you want to share something? Comment below. Yes, our power thoughts. And then he says, don't think. Yes. Being awake is good, but sleep is also good. And then being awake is also good. And being asleep is also good. This is always up and down. The waves go up and down. Thinking is wonderful, but we also have to stop thinking. This is so important. Only when you stop thinking, you can listen what your soul so much wants to tell you, that you have a better life. A life with more joy. A healthier life. A smile the whole day. Yes. Thank you so much for listening until the end. Let this be an awakening call. And once in a while, think on this. And when you feel attracted to this, watch this video again, because there was a lot of information inside. And when we just see it once, please skip the things. I highly suggest see it 3 or 4 times, that you find these side notes, because this was a lot of information. I know this was a lot of strange information, spooky information. Thank you so much for watching. Until our next video. Bye-bye.